Good morning, guys. Good, great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. A lot of times when I'm looking at what's going on in this country, sometimes I can't believe um, what's going on. It's become very worrying. Now, we're going to have a few things we're going to discuss this morning. We're going to discuss an MP making claims, a female MP making claims that she was assaulted, if she can substantiate those claims. What really is going on? I'm hoping you guys are hearing me loud and clear. Sally Jones, a good morning to you. Uh, Tyrone, a good morning to you. A good, great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. Yeah. So this morning we got claims of a shooting incident in the BARAMITA, Port KAITUMA area. We also got claims of, I came across on social media a photograph and it says the police taking bribe. But when you look at the photograph closely, you realize how people are mischievous. And I want to know if they're mischievous, um, if they're learning this mischief from the MPs or what. Right? So, um, I called the minister last night and we had a conversation. Now, I can tell you something. If you go back to the history of me and Kwame Mackay, who knows who the wrong lang enough? Got nobody history but me and Kwame Mackay, who is now minister. What I can tell you, being on the ground, seeing what people do. Kwame Mackay, now Minister Kwame Mackay, is a political animal, right? Similar to Ganesh Maipal. They could be very nagging, they could get real annoyed. Because they ain't got time it will use sever them. They're just there for a new case. And they will throw things, say things. Now Kwame Mackay, after having a recorded past, became a minister in the now government. I would look at what we have as politicians in Guyana and say Kwame Mackay is very deserving of the position that he has attained. He's worked hard to get there. Kwame Mackay's life and everything surrounding it was always political. Right? Now, I can't be no part and parcel of Kwame Mackay assaulting anybody. This is the first thing. So I called last night and I said I heard this. And if there's any explanation. Now, Kwame Mackay was in discussion with another minister when this incident was set to have happened. And in short, he denies any claims of assaulting the MP. Because I wouldn't like take it too nice. Now, what you gotta do is watch at the MPs' backgrounds. Watch it, Kwame Mackay, who's ever present, accepting of everything that comes with that package, and you watch the MPs, opposition MPs, including the one who claim assault, you gotta watch them, and watch the fact that it's only they get caught, and even when they get caught in a lie, they just watch up in the sky and say, no, God knows the devil is a liar. Nonetheless, I think this matter should be investigated because there's a constant, there's consistency in the attempts to create diversions in Parliament. If you look at many problems, they always last in something. PPP ministers and MPs ain't got nothing for last. They last in something. We have seen in the past, I could go back to the Red House instance, where Jason Abdullah was attacked. He ain't no saint neither. But he was attacked, and then a lady lied down and said, oh, we know the games that Simona Brooms and all of them affiliated with this play. We know that a professional was supposed to pass as a professional woman, a doctor, MP, recently come and holler, but what I said, this time there's no truth to it. Open shit, parliamentary debates by lying about me. We know them. Some of them been, Simona Brooms and some of them been in front of my house protesting for what I did not say. So we have been living through this constantly. You understand? We have been living through lies constantly, and what is worrying, the thing is, the opposition MPs are descending so much into a pit that if a day the PPP come and do something wrong and say they lie on them, the whole world would believe. Because the biggest liars this country has ever seen is the opposition right now. You understand the danger where we are? We need balance. We need an opposition that we can respect. And when you look at these people, when you look at their background, when you look at where they come from, by the way, I must tell you, two Venezuelans were charged for assaulting me. Two Venezuelans. I don't know if you guys ever remember, I was doing a video on Ramp Road, just outside of Chili's bar. I was doing a video, and two Venezuelans were charged for assaulting me. Now, you know what that assault consists of. You see, when the opposition MP tell you they get assault, assault. When you talk about assaulting, it is lash, lick, high up, lick down, lick, skip, piss. Two Venezuelans were charged for assaulting me. They paid a fine and they pleaded guilty. They did not know the laws at the time. And that assault amounted to they touching me hand, trying to take my phone out of my hand while I was recording them. They did not know who I was at the time, and that is an assault. You have also verbal assault, of which there's no shortage of verbal assaults between the government and the opposition. Now I'm asking, after it is obvious that the opposition, now you can't at no time look away from a woman claiming she's being assaulted. You can't look away from that. As a matter of fact. But in dealing with the opposition, understanding their modus operandi, one has to be extra cautious when allegation comes an allegation comes from opposition MPs. We are aware that they lost miserably at the budget debates. They brought nothing tangible to the table. Unlike other debates that are held to pass laws or reform systems or reform the Constitution or make adjustments to the Constitution, budget debates deal specifically, mainly should deal with numbers. There were talks about race. There were talks about the past election. There were many different talks, but nothing that would bring numbers, that would bring disrepute to a PPP budget. You understand what I'm saying? Now here we just do. Here we just do. You can't tell me. Listen, I put my neck on the block. That if you look through a $380 billion budget that's been produced by this government, there must be at least 3 faults you could find. Unfortunately, as a result of the method used by the opposition, they have not been able to bring disrepute to anything. You can't, it is impossible. You can't have a budget for $380 million and everybody hustling. You gotta remember, everybody was hustling. This government only there for 6 months. Everybody was hustling for bringing budget and something must be wrong. Numbers go like that. The best plans have problems. But the opposition want to deal with hearsay. Who said the she, Sem said the she said. PNC said. That's how they operate. So I ask the question, can we just jump up and say, yes, oh God, knowing these people, knowing them to be agitators? Look, Valder disappeared. Valder is such a nice person when she gets ready. But you ever see Valder and Sherry Critics? When they ain't getting the attention what they want, you know them people. So I'm asking the Speaker of the House to ensure that a thorough investigation is done to find out. And the responsible parties must pay the penalty. Whether she was assaulted or she lying and making accusation that she was assaulted. You understand what I'm saying? The whole place got camera. They had witnesses. With the injury there, she was hit with the phone. You understand? It has to be looked at thoroughly. It can't be left. The Prime Minister said he saw a video of what transpired. That video needs to be produced to the public. No, I'm telling you, I know these people. I know these people. Not the girl. The politicians in general. They could be nagging. They're always throwing shades at one another and all them things. Right? These kind of things has to be looked at. Because you got to remember, people who are aligned to these people feel bad. People feeling for Kwame. People feeling for she. It has to be looked at thoroughly. An investigation needs to be done. And the party responsible, if there's an assault, it needs to be addressed. If there is somebody perpetuating lies and to create confusion in Parliament, that needs to be addressed. The Speaker of the House needs to grow some balls. Roger. So let's move on to the next line of business. I got people claiming the Venezuelans shoot them in the hand. I got the photographs. I got all the proof. I will show you that. But I want to talk about this firstly. This is a photograph that was shared on social media of claiming a police taking bribe. So I think, and I looked at it closely. I looked at it closer. And it is obvious the intentions of the individuals who took this photograph were malicious. Now here, mean in no way, shape, or form saying police don't take bribe. Not the Guyana police force. Yes, sir. I don't know that I might call them the Guyana bribe police. But that instance that you're looking at there, it is not the case. Right? Two police officers sit down on a motorcycle. Now, if you sit down, stop, and come to a complete halt, if you ride a motorcycle, you would know, you would see a positioning. But I do it a certain way. If you look at the police hand, the policeman hand is completely stretched out. Look at his right hand. Look at his left hand. Now he had just moments ago stopped that motorcycle, and his left hand is on the clutch. You understand? He left hand up on the clutch. Look at how your hand stretch out. You don't stretch out your hand like this for collect money. You collect money, your hand got kink at the elbow. Yes, and you do a little thing, you do a little pass. Your hand got kink at the elbow. Hello, good morning.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, morning. I am calling concern a little problem, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little something.
Hello? Yeah, my brother. I think if it's worthwhile, you call on the phone if you know the data is not working well. Yeah. So look at now if you know boss man, as soon as you the boss man hand, always the boss man hand hanging out the vehicle. Now if you look at the vehicle, and here we you gotta get in your mind a 3D understanding. Is the police hand on the motorcycle handle or off? Look, we know the busman hand bracing the bus. If the policeman hand is on the motor, I want you to give it a 3D effect, a 3D understanding. If the policeman hand is on the motorcycle, like you can clearly see, and the busman hand is bracing the bus, well, that means the motorbike bracing the bus for them hand to touch. Hello, good morning. Yes. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Critic.
Talk to me, man. I'm listening to you.
Yeah. I watching your program. You're doing a good job there. But you watching. You see, the little thing with the policeman there, I send your article on your WhatsApp. Whereby commander been thieving money. Look at it for me and tell something about it.
All right.
Send you on your WhatsApp.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Critic.
Yeah, talk to me. Where's it? Hello?
Yeah, Lakuda son.
I'm going to call you when I'm done here. That's my program. I'll call you when I'm finished. You ready?
Okay, yeah, no, that's why I want to ask you if you can get time today because I'm going into the 100% of going into the after 10 to 1, 2 o'clock I'm going.
Roger that. I'm going to get time when I'm sooner done it.
Yes, I'm going to call you exactly when I go in so you could know, right?
So another man wants to turn himself in. Yeah. Gavin Prasad come up with a good point. There is trouble with Kwame Mackay about being a girl. And no, they're claiming a man assault them. What really is going on? The opposition is so funny. Hey, I like them. Hey, one now, the opposition in Guyana works tirelessly to destroy itself. Everybody else just make little mistake, fall and thing, and they keep growing. The opposition keeps digging a hole. Them just trouble Kwame Mackay, Kali Gyol, Kali Yak, anything. And now somebody claiming a man aside. Yeah, I ain't able to say. I ain't able to say. I ever hear Minister Kwame, oh God, they're calling me. Oh. The opposition is just so funny. Yes, I'm telling you about this thing. So ask yourself, with the bike there, is the bike bracing? Because clearly the policeman hand hold on on the bike. Look at his positioning. His hand is on the bike. Look at his head. Who collecting money and watching straight ahead? You understand? Who collecting money and watching, sir? You collecting the money, sir? We watching for. So this is a malicious act to try to claim that the police taking bribe. Not to say the police don't take bribe. I know enough of them take bribe. You understand? Yeah, let's call it the police force. I think is the bribe force. So we got that one covered. This is so. Now these pictures were sent to me by somebody who was coming out of the interior by plane. And what happened is they claims Venezuelans shoot them in the hand in the Baramita Port Kaituma area. Now I will try to get an interview with this individual because I want to explain to me what's going on. Remember, these are tense times. The Venezuelan flying over planes that are looking for drugs. Yes, sir. I don't know what our rights are. I don't know what's the strength of our forces. But you know the only reason make me go down there is because it's not gonna be nice, you know, and I don't want to spark off anything. The Venezuelans and me had a problem already. The Venezuelans say stand the Venezuelan embassy. I never stand the Venezuelan. The Venezuelans like Guyana opposition. The Venezuelan government like the Guyana opposition. They lie and try to gerrymander and confuse anybody with anything. So me ain't got too much of nice talk for talk about the Venezuelans. Straight up. Right? And anytime I go to the Venezuelan border there, the man hand and the bike, the picture just, yes, it's the angle they took out the picture from. Yes, sir. You can't blame people for what they do. When you catch a police officer taking, and you take a picture when you're giving them the bribe. Don't take a picture when no, you see a police taking a bribe. Half of y'all is give police bribe. Yeah, take out the picture like selfie, sir. When you're giving them the bribe. Let me see you face, let me see them face. You understand? Yeah, that's what I gotta do. So this man, now when my man both hand, that mean these will shoot them through the hand. We ask yourself what's going on. I'm going to try to get an interview with that individual. Then I'm going to talk to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, to find out what is going on. As it relates to planes flying in the air over Guyana's airspace, if that happened by mistake, they need to be shut down. You understand? Does the Guyana Police Force have the key? Where the drones them, man? Where the drones, what we pay, God in heaven knows how much taxpayers' money for drones. The soldier ain't got. All they gotta do is send out the drones and check the territory if anybody crossing and all them. Can't send out drones. With these drones that never fly, they never fly them. This is real bullshit. Good morning, sweetie. When you're ready, I am by your apartment. Who the fudge is this? Yes, we're going there. Yeah, so look at that. Banner gets shot in the hand. I want to know what the army doing. The army working for the opposition? Is the army working? The army has been known to be highly associated with the opposition. When the guns missing until now, criminals affiliated with the opposition in the past, in the 2000s, when unrest was created in this country and orchestrated by the political authors, mostly out of the PNC, guns with AK-47s, 40-something AK-47 went missing from the army barracks, the army armory. Some were found in the hands of criminals. Right? So I want to know if the army working for the Guyanese citizens, are they working for the opposition? What are they doing? Because I know when I hear about the army, I never hear about the army representing Guyana really. I know about army men going in Essequibo. I hear the army raping people in Region 1. I know about army men going and kill a man or take you out of a boat and murder he. I know army thief, army rapist, I know all of them. Me and see no army patriots until now. The prime minister now prime minister who used to head up the army got to tell me about the army, what he's doing with the army. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Critic.
Talk to me.
Critic, when planes, when them fly over in anybody's country, in other country, you know them do shoot it down.
Yeah, no, but do we have the case? You can't shoot down jet plane with AK-47. We have to reach out to the Americans. I think we should put an American base in Essequibo. Since the one there and fight the drugs. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Since America wants to fight drugs and come in till together and fight drugs for deal with their junkie, they're dealing with their junkies in America. Build a base. Build a base in Essequibo by the border there. And let them go and deal with the cocaine and so there. Watch the cocaine all the time. Monitor it. Flight jet and so hey. Build a base there. Yes. Put a base in Essequibo. America now has more assets to protect in Guyana. They got oil for protect for ExxonMobil. And they got the cocaine for all them junkie with in America. Go and block off there. I have got the border and put on a base. Maybe set up some racket for shooting out the sky and so. Set up a base. Let me up the game. Listen to me. We ain't got no way of addressing these issues. The only way we have of addressing these issues is setting up a base, setting up agreements with different countries to protect me. We can't protect ourselves. The people got jet. By the time Granger not come piss, the people them jet left Essequibo, hit Campaign Ghana and gone back, and we even know where hit we. Yes, sir? If Guyana is to find out that we are under attack by Venezuela, if we're to find out that we're under attack, when you believe we're going to know when you are done? Fighter jets. You know what's Mach 1? You know what's breaking the sound barrier? Guyanese don't do them thing there. All Guyanese don't fly kite. And even though they can't do good, them kite always get twist up, wind up, the baller hook up, tail cut. Guyanese can't even fly kite good. We really good at nothing. We gotta be realistic. We's a young, growing people. You understand? When you find out Venezuela is attacking, is when the war done. If when we know that the jets, when somebody take a video, obviously the jets have to be flying more than one time over the area. Venezuela said, the Venezuelan ambassador said they're going to look for drugs. Where? How you will see how you will see drugs and fight the jet going so fast? How you see the drugs like? So let me put a military base there. Let the Americans try with them. The Americans them got them out of there. It's the Americans got them to get them mad. Let's put a military base. American military base and security. Venezuela keep agitating. Put a military base down at the end there. Bolster we army. Well, I wouldn't recommend giving them no. I wouldn't recommend giving them no jet. I don't know. I gotta sit down and talk to them and see who gonna be flying these jets. Cause you got army, man. Just strip out and put 14 bullets in the woman up in the feelings. You understand? Next thing, some army man, they give you jet for fly. And he fly over and see a car park in front of the woman house. And that is the end of it. You understand? Me think Guyanese got head for fly jet. I'm telling you. You hear what I'm telling you? Nami, y'all, no. Nami, I ain't flying no jet. I just get some serious brain waves. You understand? Next time I fly over Durban Park and all my memories come back and that was it. You understand? Yeah. So let me consider it. Let's look at it. If you want to get the Americans, bring the Brazilians and set up a base. Or set up a huge army base. Send them over there in camp in Ghana, Georgetown. Send them there. Send the army here. Tamari, I don't know what they're doing by Tamari. What soldier doing by Tamari? Basking in the sun. Send them by the border. All the army bases must be around the perimeters of the country. You understand? This way, gotta send them. Send them by the borders. Don't got them around the tongue. You got the army head office, and the officers and they manage anything. Send them by the borders. Set up big farm and all them things though. Traversing the river and the ocean. Right? Send them out there. So I think we've covered almost everything for the morning. Outpost. Yeah, Guyana armies of. Listen to me. Guyana army. You ever see when Granger? You imagine the Guyana Defense Force produced David Arthur Granger? There's a product. Yeah. David Arthur Granger is a product of the Guyanese Defense Force. Who coming out of there, right? Huh? Now the Prime Minister is a former Defense Force brigadier and should know what is going on there and should know what is needed to get the things started. And if they can't address it, and if the Guyana Defense Force is not enough to protect the people of this country, we have to start looking at alternatives. I would be willing to turn down the idea of an army base if the opposition leader and his MPs are willing to go and fight on the border and see what's going on. Them ain't going nowhere close from here. Them ain't going no way. Not for mosquito by them. So even if they can create resistance and talk, oh God, we want this and want that, well, y'all go. You understand? Y'all go. Right? Let me run my WhatsApp messages. You can call on 622-7740 and let's talk. Good morning, Mr. Critic. I agree with you 110%. The Americans must put an army in its equivalent because the Russians does have military equipment in Venezuela. Watch though. Venezuela was all powerful. This got the Russians down there with them. And what we doing? We playing, we up with feelings and getting assaulted by phone. Oh God. Assault by phone. Good morning. Two girls fight in parliament. Nullify itself. Can't say about the minister, man. And you know, when Kwame became minister, I called him. And I said, brother, we've had our differences. There are things that you would have done I didn't like. There are things that I would have done the country didn't like. We all make mistakes. You're a minister now. You're not only a minister, you're a black minister. As a black man, you've worked your way up and you have been presented with an opportunity to prove yourself to the Guyanese people. So you got to produce. You understand? Yes. I can remember being in the bathroom and calling Kwame. I say you got to produce. Because at that time, to know where Kwame McCoy came from, to know the hardships he went through, the struggles, ups and downs, all the wrongs and the right, to become a minister, at that time I felt proud for a black man to have attained that position and come through that the gutters. Right? So, we gotta be realistic. You gotta be. I ain't giving you no credence for going to assault no woman. What I'm saying, or assault anybody. What I'm saying is you got to give Jackie jacket, right? Hi, good morning, critic. As a parent, I'm fed up with my daughter teacher. She has Zoom with them. The first thing the Zoom start at 10 and finish at 12:30. Then sometimes she only have like 2 days within the week with them. She barely teach them. I think Manichan should check on it. Perfect harmony. Okay. Primary or secondary? Can you get a quick response from you if you will attend? Kindly join us for our first annual Better Hope. No, can't. I can't make that. Wouldn't be able to make that. I'll be out of town on Saturday and Sunday. We're in MHE. Critic, good morning. You have any information about the fighter jet from Venezuela? No, I ain't got no information. The fighter jet, the flyover. You lucky I didn't bend there. Nice respond. Bang! Out to the fucking air! And planes are mainly made of aluminum. So by the time the Venezuelans they come looking for their plane, we don't get a set of Kahari done make. Shh. And everybody will get involved because they make the Kahari import to me and ship them down and sell them to the Chinese. You understand? Yeah. Me ain't got no time. I ain't got no qualms. I would shoot the plane down. Good morning. Is it true that Russians are there? The Russians have known to come and um, we need a new agency, border protection. My worry is how prepared is Guyana to unrest to this country. No. We have no preparation. Don't even discuss that. We have no preparation. Like, y'all understand? Them, listen to me. Them fighter jet there, they scare missiles. 5 or 4 of which can wipe out camp and Ghana and wipe out any military camp in this country. Now, them fighter jet, they could travel the speed of sound. It breaks the sound barriers here. Boom! When it breaks the sound barrier. Some of them could travel the speed of sound 2 times the speed of sound. You understand? I don't know if it's that kind of jet they got it, but they're fighter jets like that. So what you are going say you're going to fight with Venezuela? By the time Venezuela take off from Caracas, we don't have mechanisms in place to figure out what is going on. We don't have air, ground to air protection. We don't have a radar network to pick up these things. By the time you find out going on, campaign Ghana is done, and the Venezuelans they're back eating lunch. Yeah, what I tell you? We ain't got no response to these kind of things. Normally, I got a Kojo Raj that writing Hindi on this page. Please, black. Immediately. We ain't prepared for no war. Listen to me. Let me tell you the threat and the danger of Venezuela. Venezuela has enough Venezuelans in our country to create a threat for them. You understand what I'm telling you? You have at least 40,000 Venezuelans on the ground in Guyana. Region 4 got 100,000 people. So you got 25% of the population for the most densely populated area. You got 25% of this Venezuelan people can address right away. It's 1 Venezuelan for 3 Guyanese in region 4 area. Region 4 and region 3 area. We got a threat there in on the ground here. Now the Venezuelans, they run from there. That is Guyanese come back. That's what they're in there for war. But I'm telling you, if you study what a real threat is. The Venezuelans, the true Venezuelan, them gal, what is there? They don't all about this. They ain't got time with y'all. It's Venezuela before y'all.
Hello.
Hi, morning.
Good morning, Critic.
Yeah, talk to me.
You know, let me tell you how the opposition intends to do. Every Afro-Guyanese at the NPPP party, they intend to pick a them. And that is not a surprise yesterday. Because they're going to pick at everybody. Then the in the community.
Well, that is even more worrying, because one has to ask oneself, where does the black community go and how does it develop? And when you go across the world and see, like a time I see a video with a lady talking in New York City, and she said, man, we're a black-owned business, and they're blocking up the people in business. We're a black-owned business. How is this indicative of black development? If they continue, because I watching it and I'm thinking, man, we're trying to nobody else. Yes, and why are you trying to pull down your black brother?
Well, they're claiming that if you're getting the people, you're not black anymore. They sell out your black brother. That is what that's the federal.
Well, yeah, that makes the opposition so much more dangerous to their supporters.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Anytime you leave you got to be a black way. Only when you're there in the PNC, you're black. All that is not a PNC, you're not a black person anymore. And that is the big problem we have in Guyana. Yeah, son.
Sad.
That is the problem.
We talk, bro, safe. Makes sense. Everything else, adding up to this behavior. The attacks on blacks in the PPP. Look at how they attack the foreign minister. Look how they attack the minister of business. You understand? Because if you look at it, we gotta get a whole discussion for now. We gotta get a whole discussion when there's disgusting. I'm hoping for them to change their ways, and like it's only hooliganism they know. They in know. You imagine the opposition start acting differently and carrying themselves in a certain manner. How they would change the perspective of Guyanese? They don't understand that they're damaged goods if they don't change now. They're dangerous. They're dangerous, and the problem is they're dangerous to the PPP. They're dangerous to their own people. They're carrying them down day by day. All right. I hope they realize if the people are planning something and they no, we ain't got no problem with it. Y'all don't get worked up. That the reason why Guyana must fight for the American military base in Essequibo. Yeah, we gotta get military base. We gotta get military base. When I look at it, we need to put a military base in Essequibo. Good morning. We are not getting water for the past 4 days. I am living in Tushin New Scheme, Light Street, the fourth corner. Please see how you can help. Guy, what? The people I'm in Tushin said they ain't getting water for 4 days. I don't know what business y'all driving. I don't know what business y'all driving. So, I'm saying, let's get an American base in Essequibo, down at the end there. And if the opposition has a problem with that, the opposition leader and his MPs could go and come up with a plan of how to represent Guyana. They have a former military man in their folds, David Arthur Granger, so they could use his ideas. Somebody said there was a bomb scare in the Ministry of Finance. Well, that is how they work. The opposition works like that. They try to create unrest and confusion. But here I'm telling you, don't underestimate the PPP. The same crime guy. Don't underestimate. The banning easy when he was in the days. Yes, sir. So they got things to be up against. Because here I'm telling you, you got belly for deal with them people hungry, belly low life behavior. Them not easy. Yes, sir. You got belly for deal with them. You got meet them and see them in action for understand. You think they dress nice and look nice. They easy. They easy. Yes, sir. So I could say the PPP has the expertise to deal with them and the power and everything else. The president, he there hustling for make sure the people them get what's deserving of them. American base, we got pay for the protection. What they call it, just talk about is fact. Yeah. So let me call it a day, man. I thank you guys for your time and your support. Tag Ed Lynch feels like talking bad, but you never hear me talk. You never hear me being a time with Indian and black brother. Indeed, the conversation would be more in part about blacks because blacks get the most problem. It's not y'all say I get the most problem. And I'm identifying the problem and telling you what is going on. Look within yourself. As a black man. Well, I think as a white man. Don't get confused with me here. Watch it with this country there. Watch the opposition. Look at what's going on in this country. How you could blame another man for your own suffering and you government come. Predominantly black government came and did not do anything for anybody. You know what they did? They tie up in bed with people like BK and all them and give them more money. The Indians got richer. Yeah, I don't know what Huh? I don't understand. Oh, yeah, play. Yeah, I understand what Yeah, let's see one for the last 5 years. You name one black community that you could go to and be proud of what? Look at Linden, buddy. You know, people in Linden Tech set up from the PNC are dead for them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, British. I'm on here or I'm off here?
Yeah, when you're there with me, I always point here because me ain't got no secrets. I don't do little buys and big men and all them things.
No.
Come straight. Come straight, just talk.
Talk together. Don't worry that.
Talk to me.
What I call for is to keep saying that why the U.S. don't send a base there. Guyana is an independent country. And you know what it means to be independent. Me, that stands for your own father. What is there for the U.S.?
Here now. Help me, brother. Help me out. No. Help me out here. Does the Americans have bases in any other sovereign nations across the world?
Yes, they have it here because there's a reason for that here, right?
What reasons?
There must be a reason.
Well, we got a reason for wanting an American base in Guyana.
Say that again?
I said, well, just like that, we got a reason for wanting an American base in Guyana to keep the Venezuelans at bay. My brother, don't get confused. We ain't got to pay America nothing. America create the instability in Venezuela, so they should come and deal with it. My brother, stability in Venezuela. Man, like you're watching the geopolitics of the thing. You know, y'all is just watching news and then understand what's going on. What is in it for the Americans? Stability in the hemisphere. My brother, I know. I am well read in geopolitics. My brother, we don't need to offer them anything. All we have to offer them is an invitation. America destabilized Venezuela for one reason: to get rid of an undemocratic government. You give them a base. Before you start talking. And we have to offer them that. Why not say that out there? You have the way that how you are talking about here. You're leading people astray. If you to come off of that, that's your specialty. What is leading people astray? You are leading people astray. What is the... My brother, since you have identified something that I lead in people astray, just state your points. Let's stop out here. No, man, what we talking about here? Man, you mean I got time with that? No, we ain't talking no more. What we talking? We there. Hey. I know that. I experience these kind of conversation with the opposition. That's why they is better there. They want to talk with it now. Because like some runners, you ain't got no runners going to listen to me. What is going on in Venezuela is in great part as a result of America treatment of Venezuela. I am saying, you are asking, what the Americans get? Yes, everybody wants something for something. You seriously thought after the drug trade is on the decline, the Americans decide to come in our waters and patrolling. When Pompeo came and they had an agreement between the Secretary of State, then Pompeo, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Guyana, you thought after the world here that drugs depend on the decline, the PNC carry away the drugs, right? They've done that, they eradicated the drug trade. Now they come and see if start in we waters. No. They were finding a way to keep close. And I am saying set up an army base, invite the Americans, let's have a national discussion on it, and set up the army. What he talking is bullshit. And anything I can talk, I talk publicly. Because if I am misleading the people, and you have information to give the people to show them the light, he got to be a PNC. If you got the information to show them the light, show them the light. Speak the truth and it shall set you free. You understand? But he like the opposition leader. He knows, but he doesn't want to say. But he represents half of the people. He get mixed up with represent and misrepresent. They miss in front. They represent. Right? Now, we are a sovereign state, but all over the world, there's sovereign states that have agreements with countries that they're taking care of. Now, for instance, we not cause this problem. For oil and for stability in the Caribbean, the Americans cannot afford to have the Venezuelans getting out of the way. Or like, for instance, this jets flying over the Essequibo is more of a big issue for the Americans than the Guyanese, if you don't know. The Pentagon, everybody, they're tracking why, which plane, who, what was the intention. The diplomatic community there chattering right now. You understand? We really there here and just watching and you know, got for talk to one for help you and watch you back. It is simple as that. Guyana needs a US base to protect the interests of South America. Well, and the main fact, the reason why it is better for Guyana to have a base in protecting the interests of South America is because Guyana is the only English-speaking country in South America. Now you ain't watching the pros and the cons, the benefits of having an American base. American base has to be fed. Yes, right away, business Guyana by people side. People feel more secure. You understand? It gotta be looked at. I ain't talking about dropping a base there tomorrow. It gotta be studied. Where is the base going to go? You understand? What is going to be the base's work? Is it going to be a joint security operation? Daniel Mohammed, Guyanese Critic is propagandist. Wow. Daniel Mohammed, girl. Send it to God. And pull the information from it. Let me see who is Daniel Mohammed. Because it's impossible for a man with the name of Daniel Mohammed telling people that people belong to Venezuela. Where's the Venezuelans make up a thing then for spread propaganda? The United Nations needs a base. Well, all of that. All of that. But you see, the United Nations coming when you're really warm, Tony, you can't help yourself. So there's the next thing. It's hard to get the United Nations. Yeah, the one he want to talk half here. You ain't got no talking me. Wherever we talking on here. So let me call it a day. I want to thank you guys for your support. And tonight again, I think that I was having some technical issues, and does frustrate me when I'm doing my live. Could you please let the public know that there are already 7 military bases in Colombia? Wow. 7 American military bases in Colombia. Wow. NATO, fake profile. Guyana and Guyanese are relevant to superpowers. Yeah. No, he wants to know what we gonna give. We giving them nothing. We giving them an invitation on a piece of land that they could keep an eye on people who they want to keep an eye on. America has a serious interest in seeing the change of government in getting rid of Maduro. So that's their interest. Yes, and then if they say, well, here, we got an agreement that we can look at a 5-year thing. By the time they get rid of Maduro, you go along your way, we ain't got no problem. You get a hostile American nation again, Venezuelan nation, come back, bring them out. You understand? So you guys take care, love, and peace out.